Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us in this session as we will be highlighting a very important event in this year, a milestone in Abu Dhabi and in the Emirates, which is Open Master Games. I'll be delighted to host this session along with Rahal Medfa'a as well as Mohamed Al-Rumaithi. Starting the session, I would like to highlight some key highlights when it comes to the Open Master Games. Open Master Games will be expecting more than 25,000 participants as well as 10 days starting from the 6th of February till the 15th of February, where 38 sports to be offered and more than 20 sports would be accessible for the people of determination, 6 traditional sports, more than 20 venues in Abu Dhabi Emirates. And it will be highlighting themes like health, social affairs, sports, advancing the economy, and the image and perception of well-being and physical activity. I'm going to move now with the first question to my panelists, starting with Mr. Mohamed Al-Rumaithi. How does the Open Master Games Abu Dhabi differ from other sporting events, and how are they creating a long-term platform for active living compared to the previous one, just like Special Olympics or others?
Yes. First, I would like to emphasize that the Open Master Game initiative is just not about one-off competitions. So it's going to be the start of a long-term project for active living for the target audience that we trigger in our event. I think the Open Master Games is differentiated from the other sporting events because, first of all, of the target audience that we're having. We're not having professional sportsmen with specific age groups competing in our event. It's open for everyone, 30 years plus, to all community members, retired athletes. So in that regard, I think it's different from the other sporting events where you can see in only such event that different generations competing in the same event. So you can see a 90 years old grandfather competing in the same event with his son 60 years old, but in the same time competing with his grandson 30 years old. So I think that's unique in regard with the sporting events around the world. It's open for everyone. It doesn't matter the capabilities of the registrant or athletes participating. So what we encourage in our event is participation more than perfection, more than being competitive, just being part of this movement that we're triggering after the event, and we're aiming to have a legacy, impactful legacy, just after having the event.
Thank you so much for such insights. And other than the intergenerational link that will be definitely one of the highlighted values of this Open Master Games edition, I wanted to move to Rahal Medfa'a. Rahal, what do you see different in Open Master Games Abu Dhabi?
So, as a technology director, technology plays a very critical role in the Open Master Games. We are trying to connect and engage the community, as it's a community-based event. With that, we have launched the mobile app and the challenge Walk to Mars. We have made it, our app was made a gamified experience, gave a gamified experience for the registrants. And we've aimed to reach the 54 million kilometers. So such platforms encourages the community to be more active and as well to give them more healthier lifestyles beyond the games.
And I want to move after that when it comes, other than the technology perspective and the constituent services perspective, to the second question, which mainly let's connect active living to sustainability, given that's the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week that is hosting us today. So how do healthy lifestyles link to broader sustainability goals, Mr. Mohamed?
Yes, I think that healthy lifestyles and sustainability are very well connected, because having an active communities will reduce lifestyle diseases, and which will have reduce the healthcare system, the load in the health care systems. Other than that, I think that the recreation and community sports will have an impact on an urban living for the society. So ultimately, healthier communities and population will have more resilient and healthier lifestyle for their communities.
So healthier communities, more resilient, more cohesive.
Yep.
And from your perspective, Rahal?
So from the technology perspective, the technology is embedded when it comes to sustainability in both operations and behaviors. So we, as well, in the mobile app, we made our mobile app integrated with the wearables to track their health data. And as well, with tracking those health data and seeing the metrics, it's also encouraged them and as well allow them to sustain a more healthier lifestyle.
Thank you so much. And that would lead me to the final question, which is basically if you could leave our audience with one message today, given that we have 22 days left to the start of the games, only 22 days left. So what would be your one and only final message?
Well, I think the most important part of the Master Games is being part of the movement, not just the moment of the games itself. So I would encourage everyone to be getting along in that movement, that our leadership is putting pathways for us to do. And at the same time, I just want to encourage people to register or be part of our event, and that's even by participating in the event itself as an athlete, joining the event as a supporter, or even volunteering in the event. So registrations for most of the sports will be closed soon, but at the same time, a lot of sport will still remain open. So I encourage everyone to take the opportunity and be part of the event, inshallah.
From your side, Rahal?
And from the technology aspect, technology always opens the door, but it's always, the real change happens when people choose to walk through it.
Is there any exceptional, encouraging fact that you would like to share with our audience today regarding registrations, nationalities, or any of the updates of the Open Master Games, since everyone here in this space is excited about it?
I won't be highlighting specific numbers, but we are having, first of all, a lot of registration coming on compared to other events also. But in the same time, we already exceeded one of the most important KPIs of the countries registered. By far, we exceeded that number already. And in the same time, there's a lot of stories that will come from Abu Dhabi event to the world about different stories of athletes competing, especially with the senior age categories. You will hear a lot of those stories soon, inshallah, by the duration of the event.
Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you, Rahal. Thank you, everyone here in this room. And see you soon in 22 days. Thank you so much.